Undiscovered with Kim Rennie.
The best music you've never heard, only on Undiscovered on Sterling Community Radio.
Check out the new website, therockhardradioshow.com.
Yourself slowly. Tell me what's worse. You spend your days living in your own world, the kind of place where you scream to wake out. Can you tell me? Can you tell me what's worse?
Welcome to the Rock Hard Radio Show presents Undiscovered with me, Kim Rennie, here on Stirling Community Radio. That was Silver Dollar Room. They are an alternative rock band from Scotland, drawing collectively from their experiences and carefully crafting songs of life, real-life issues and the world around them. The response to their debut album, Gilded Echoes, and the single releases spawned from it surpassed all expectations with hugely positive feedback, glowing reviews and airplay across the globe, allowing the band to build a platform and increasing their visibility in a whole new level. The band follow this with stripped back selection of songs from their debut album, From the Gilded Echoes, the acoustic sessions on EP, and Normal People is the second release from their forthcoming album, It Can't Rain All the Time. Ooh, that's a quote from The Crow. On the 12th of September, and previous singles Come Morning and Monsters it received some incredible feedback, increasing global visibility and airplay, in particular the latter release, which has been the most successful to date, garnering praise across the industry for powerful messages and hard-hitting people, and Normal People will be released on the 5th of September, so stay tuned for that. Now we have the wonderful Night's Edge with their song Man of Many Faces. Now, since forming in 2018, Night's Edge has undergone several lineup shifts and sonic evolutions, making notable strides since their 2019 debut, rooted in alternative metal realm, yet defying easy classification. Their sound blends gothic metal, progressive rock and new metal, influenced into the heady mix of heaviness and pop sensibilities, wrapped in layers of synth and a mix of heaviness, of theatrical flair, and their up-and-coming album, The World That Never Was, delves into themes of lost identity and voids we fall into, obsession, rage and uncertainty. Its closing arc, the album tells the parable the protagonist wakes in a world where humanity has vanished and is forced to confront their reflection in the silence, or so it appears. They're immensely proud of this album. The World That Never Was the strongest songwriting that Night Edge has ever brought forward. And these powerful songs elevate the three of us as musicians and as a band. It also represents challenges to all of us as performers, as writers, as a result of genuine expression of music, as it's uniquely us. The album flows dramatically from piece to piece, with songs offering something different, contributing to a different part of what the whole is built, and that will be out. The album was out on the 21st of August, so last week. I hope you enjoy this.
Just like the world stopped in time, staring down at the one lost in the boundary. I'm overwhelmingly seen. Something pulling me. Can they see? Staring down and into me. The mask I keep facing so I get hurt. Tucked away I survive. Endless imitation of thought, of goals or of gods, of passion, of love. Emotion is never out of fashion. I can't fall in again. I'm always good to pretend. I'm the man of many faces. I'm whoever you need. Got no myself to be. I'll fit in perfectly. Can't lose what's not there. I crawl into the corners like a vermin from the light. Someone's searching, they're all searching. There's not a soul in sight. It's just me and everything that was or will be is watching. But my shirt is never out of fashion. I can't fall in again. I'm always good to pretend. I'm the man of many faces. I'm whoever you need. I'll fit in perfectly.
You're listening to Sterling Community Radio.
We've got Mean to You next with their song Different Different Yet Alike, and they're a rock metal project based around bass player Mark Muller, and he's back with his third single called Different Yet Alike. He is a modern metal based project, and he's releasing his new single. It's on all streaming sites worldwide, and the songs comes again with an official lyric video. Mixing and mastering was done by Remy De Monte and Adrienne Stockart. You can watch the video on YouTube, and the band launched in 2013. Mean to You is a solo project. The band split up in 2016. So Mules, the bassist, decided to carry it on in his own versatile way. Unfortunately, certain circumstances and inconsistencies pushed us in that direction. As founding member of the project and the independent musician, he never wanted Mean to You to end like that. So after all these years, he made the decision to continue Mean to You on his own, because there are so many parts written, unfinished songs, and even demos from the early days that he wanted to record. 2 years ago, he dug them out and started working on them. He began writing tabs for each song and idea, and after a few months, he had a whole bunch of heavy rock songs to go. The first EP, Strong, was released in late 2021, and the second one, titled We Can Have What We Could Have Been. The bassist is now back with a brand new album called Zero, a 10-track release with each song being unveiled by one-to-one, month by month. Different Yet Alike, and this is the third single from the album Zero, and it comes with a powerful new official video, so go check it out. It's written from the heart. Different Yet Alike is more than just a song. It's a reminder that opposites don't just attract, they complete each other. So the full album Zero will be released on the 6th of December, so stay tuned for more information on that.
She's a model fire, he's a steady flame. Opposites colliding, yet they're one and the same. She dances in the moonlight, he's grounded in the earth. Together they're a symphony, proving love's worth. The proving love's worth. The proving love's worth. The proving love's worth. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the clouds of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the clouds of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Yeah, she's a dreamer, he's a realist. She paints the sky with colors, he grounds her with a twist. They find balance in the chaos, strength in the divide. In each other's arms, they find their stride. They find their stride. They find their stride. They find their stride. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the clouds of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the clouds of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Through the highs and lows, they stand side by side. The love's a beacon, a constant guide. With every laugh and every tear they shed, they prove that opposites attract, and they do, yeah.
Undiscovered with Kim Rennie.
The Eastern Bleeds for you next with All the Criminals. Now, what started as a simple back and forth between drummer Bob Penn and guitarist Joe Riviera, sending each other demos of song ideas over 3 years ago now, has culminated in Eastern Bleeds and their debut album Lake Huron. With the addition of Bob Kelty on vocals and Trent Steinbrug, I hope I've said that right, on bass, what was considered just a side project became a complete band, and what has just become a few simple demos becomes an album they are proud of. Lake Huron is available on vinyl via Threat Collection, Ashtray Moment, and all digital streaming platforms. Now, Eastern Bleeds is an indie rock band out of Los Angeles, channeling the sounds of bands like Sunny Day Real Estate, Twilight Singers and Hot Snakes. The band was formed by drummer Bob Penn after his previous bands The Jealous Sound and Ricochet Club went on hiatus. Bob enlisted the help of a few friends, guitarist Joe Riviera, Coco B, Black Swan Runners, singer Bill Kelty, Ozorm and Who Rides the Tiger, and bassist Trent Steinbrug, the kite-eating tree, and they brought the project to life. So I hope you enjoy this song.
From the studios at 44 King Street, Stirling Community Radio.
I've got the Air Apparition next with their brand new song, Child of Fortune. It's taken from Part 2 Broken Crows. It was released. This will be released on the 3rd of September 2025. First release in 2024 under the band's original name, which was Fate's Hollow Part 1. Broken Crowns is a huge moment for the band. No, I'm playing a Child of Fortune. Let's see if it says. The Memento Mori edition is a return remastered version of that first album, featuring improved mixes, new drum sampling, and more precise mastering and brand new artwork by artist Lawrence Crowe. It represents the album that it should be heard, as it serves a perfect introduction for new listeners, as well as a great way to become reacquainted with the band who have been around it since the beginning. So the idea of revisiting the music for the anniversary, going back and figuring out what we could be improved and enhanced, was really exciting to us. Although we're very proud of the original record, budget and time constraints meant that we had to let some things go in the process of making it. But we're getting back to it, and working on it all over again feels like a natural thing to do. So the Air Apparition is a progressive alternative rock band from Manchester in England, formed in 2023, combining an early 2000s alternative rock vibe with progressive twists. Each song plays out like a movie scene in a larger picture waiting to be unfolded. If you're fans of Coheed and Cambria, Deer Hunter or Alien Ant Farm, you're sure to like this band.
What else could you really want? Oh, when you've got everything and you never raise your hands. After all, why should you worry or even raise a fuss living in the Father's land? 'Cause I won't always be around to protect you from those who wish us harm. In time you'll learn accidents can happen to a boy like me, a child of fortune with a silver spoon on tongue. Accidents can happen to a boy like me, 'cause I'm a fortune baby, and I'm afraid it won't be long at all. Now you wander through these streets, you own the people stop and stare, 'cause they can't take their eyes off you. What else could you really want, my boy? 'Cause you're so perfect, kid, and everyone loves you. 'Cause I won't always be around to protect you from those who wish us harm. In time you'll learn accidents can happen to a boy like me, a child of fortune with a silver spoon on tongue. Accidents can happen to a boy like me, 'cause I'm a fortune baby, and I'm afraid it won't be long at all. Accidents can happen to a boy like me, a child of fortune with a silver spoon on tongue.
used to spend hours searching for a warm spot, but thanks to Home Energy Scotland, it's easy to have a cosy home. And now we've got warm spots everywhere, in corners, on the sofa, even hanging from the curtains. But they don't like that. Home Energy Scotland gives free impartial advice on energy improvements to make your home cosier and lower your bills. You could also get the improvement work done free, which could be worth £10,000 or more. Call 0808 808 2282 or visit homeenergyscotland.org. Eligibility criteria apply.
Hello, we are Severe Overbite, and you are listening to Undiscovered on Stirling Community Radio.
Your community radio station, Stirling Community Radio.
Make it out. Feeling like I'll lose control. I find it hard to breathe. Someone come and save my soul. Someone set me free. Muscles tighten and palms sweat. How much worse can this get? I'm just only trying to survive. Feeling like this is the end. My mind's going a million miles an hour. I just can't seem to slow it down. Like a car with 1,000 horsepower. I gotta shake myself of all this doubt. Gotta make it out. Feeling like this is the end. My mind's going a million miles an hour. I just can't seem to slow it down. Like a car with 1,000 horsepower. I gotta shake myself of all this doubt. My mind's going a million miles an hour. I gotta shake myself of all this doubt. Like a car with 1,000 horsepower. I gotta shake myself of all this doubt. Gotta make it out. Gotta make it out. Gotta make it out.
Was the awkward middle there with a million miles an hour? They are a solo music project from musician Chris Perry of Philadelphia. Taking an early interest in music, Perry started in school chorus and took up saxophone before beginning to play guitar as a teenager. This new instrument quickly became an outlet for feelings of depression and anxiety associated with undiagnosed autism. Music quickly consumed his life and remained in chorus and theatre all through high school. Perry graduated from the University of Tampa with a BA in music with a focus in classical guitar and voice. He also studied jazz, bass, piano and composition, and made a name for himself as both a singer-songwriter and as a guitarist for famous theatrical productions during this period, including Rent, Les Miserables and Legally Blonde. Perry returned home to Philadelphia after college, where he began as lead guitarist for grunge punk band Famous and Fallen. After the pandemic, Perry left the band and began working on a solo project, The Awkward Middle. He has been collaborating with production engineer Brian Mickus on the project's debut EP, which will be scheduled for release very soon. It's this summer. So stay tuned for more information about that. But we have the Nightcatcher next with their brand new song Into the Night. It's the fourth single from the Nightcatcher, is taken from the up-and-coming album Nightcatcher Volume 1. Into the Night features an 80s inspired soundscape and lyrics inspired by the film Hellraiser. Thomas Trode quotes, "It's one of my favourite films from my youth, so it felt natural to write lyrics about Hellraiser. The intention was to create a grand and cinematic sound straight out of the 80s. So I hope you enjoy.
Undiscovered with Kim Rennie.
Now, next we've got some Solid Water with their song Land of the Free. It was released on the 15th of August. And they're from Kiel in Germany with their brand new single Land of the Free. Solid Water deliver a melancholic, bluesy, alternative rock track that turns the themes of social coldness and isolation into powerful riffs and haunting melodies, balancing a reflective mood with liberating choruses. The song moves you and stays in your head for long after. It's a must-hear for fans of Moustache, The Brew and the Foo Fighters, and they formed in 2014. Solid Water has built a reputation across Germany for mesmerising live performances that oscillate between psychedelic immersion and raw headbanging intensity. With this release, the band continue to evolve their sonic identity while staying rooted in the sound of rock.
Reject to be free. I don't want to be here in the land of the free, yeah. When nobody cares, nobody shares, and no one is there. I don't want to be here in the land of the free, no. When nobody waits, when you get home, 'cause you're all alone. For tomorrow is covered in gray. Unconscious hearts cannot take another daybreak, so wash it away. Me away, I won't be a rolling stone. For tomorrow is covered in gray. Unconscious hearts cannot take another daybreak, so wash it away, wash it away. For tomorrow, for tomorrow. I don't wanna be
Sterling Community Radio.
Now we've got some Bone Hass next with Kiss of Death. Now they're just away to head out on tour. 4th of September they're in Spokane at the Big Dipper. On the 5th of September they're in Moscow ID at Mikey's Gyros. On the 6th of September, Seattle, Washington at Funhouse, and on the 7th of September, Tacoma, WA, Real Arts Tacoma. And they're deeply disturbing and dark to its core. In Morning is a debut full-length album from Bonehas, examining the horror of feeling like a hostage in your own life when consumption of substances is at an all-time heroic level, seems deceptively fun and dangerously cool for a while, but rapidly begins to work against you, takes its toll, and not only physical form but your psychology as well. Feeling vulnerable, overwhelmed, and without options, the ultimate betrayal comes when the only option is to continue forward, displaying a commitment to codependency. The decision to remain and never change becomes an obsession to decay into nothingness together. So let me just see. I don't have a release date for that at the moment, but stay tuned for more information about that.
Undiscovered with Kim Rennie.
Check out the socials at the Rock Hard Radio Show with Kim Rennie.
Now we have the new song Dark Skies Over Dreaming Forests. It's the new single from None, a black metal entity blending atmospheric and depressive black metal with the elements of neo-folk and dark ambient music. The song comes off on a long-awaited and fabled album, Supreme Dedication to the Craft. It's Forever, which is the release date is still to be decided. So see, it's let me just do coming from the background as part of Pogue Felux, a cult rock act. I don't know how to say that. Awakened Abyss, None evolved as a solo act with Nicholas as the main songwriter, vocalist and acoustic guitarist, backed by session players John Schuler and Adam Anthony Ordonez on drums. Together the musicians have created an astounding album that conveys the primal rage of black metal, contrasting with stark contrasts of light and darkness, replenished with the rawness and nature and rage and conviction of the songwriter's pure essence. This is the last song just before I head to the news. The news is on next, so stay tuned to the Rock Hard Radio Show presents Undiscovered with me, Kim Rennie, here on Stirling Community Radio for another hour of banging music.
Here
You're listening to Sterling Community Radio, Undiscovered with Kim Rennie.
Check out the socials at the Rock Hard Radio Show with Kim Rennie.
The best music you've never heard. Only on Undiscovered on Sterling Community Radio.
the Rock Hard Radio Show presents Undiscovered with me, Kim Rennie, here on Stirling Community Radio. That was Sarah Halter and she's unleashed her intense new single, Agitation, which is out now. She's a genre-blending solo artist. Sarah Halter returns with her fierce new offering, Agitation, available now on all streaming platforms, blending the intricate rhythms of progressive metal with the emotional punch of alternative death and gothic metal. This Pittsburgh-based powerhouse continues to make waves with her relentless creativity and singular vision. For fans of Spirit Box, Arch Enemy and Ginger, Agitation is a visceral sonic journey that balances brutality and beauty. It's a testament to Sarah's ever-evolving sound, and the track explores themes of emotional unrest, inner turmoil, through haunting melodies, crushing riffs, and Halter's unmistakable power, vocal power. I'm just looking at Agitation was released on the 29th of August. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I think she's got an absolutely fantastic voice. Now we have a brand new song from Scythe from Sore Eyes. This is the first single from the release of their new album, which is due in November. It's called Puzzle Face, and this Lust is the first of the album to be released, and it's a song about the desire that one longs for but must suppress. Scythe for Sore Eyes was founded in 2013 and has previously released 2 full albums, Dawn of the Darker Horizon in 2015 and Nothing in 2019. Puzzle Face is to be released on November the 21st, and the band sought a slightly heavier sound for the new album and clean vocals, alternative to growling vocals as before. So let's have a little listen to the first single from the new album.
Makes me weak. Your touch makes me want some more. I'm so hungry and full of lust. Hellish torment I know to carry all this load, not to give you what is needed. With burning heart I watch you go. Burning heart, I'll let you know I'm waiting till
Stirling Community Radio.
Next up, we have the band Mean to You, which launched in 2023 and is now a solo project. The band split up in 2016, so Mules, the bassist, decided to carry on in his own versatile way. After the first EP, Strong, released in late 2021, the second one, titled What We Could Have Been, and the bassist is now coming back with a brand new album called Zero, a 10-track release with each song being unveiled one by one, month by month. Different yet alike is the third single from the up-and-coming album Zero, and it will be out right in time for Christmas on the 6th of December, and it will be available from all streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, and many, many more. So let's have a little listen to Different Yet Alike by Mean to You here on Stirling Community Radio.
She's a wildfire, he's a steady flame. Opposites colliding, yet they're one and the same. She dances in the moonlight, he's grounded in the earth. Together they're a symphony, proving love's worth. The proving love's worth. The proving love's worth. The proving love's worth. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the chaos of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the chaos of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Yeah, she's a dreamer, he's a realist. She paints the sky with colors, he crowns her with a twist. They find balance in the chaos, strength in the divide. In each other's arms, they find their stride. They find their stride. They find their stride. They find their stride. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the chaos of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the chaos of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Through the highs and lows, they stand side by side. Their love's a beacon, a constant guide. With every laugh and every tear they share, they prove that opposites attract and they do again. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the chaos of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be. Different ones collide, but hearts still align. In the chaos of life, the light still shines like a thunderous storm or a gentle breeze. They're a testament to what love can be.
This next band began as a personal project in 2016, led by singer-songwriter and producer Erin Absinthe Green in Dortmund in Germany. After moving back to Greece in 2019, Absinthe was joined by drummer Harry Mason, bassist Vili Paris, and later guitarist Panos Ekonomikas. I'm so sorry if I butchered any of these names. If you've listened to me before, you will know that pronunciation is not my strong point. Now, they formed a full band lineup, and since then they've been captivating audiences with their emotionally charged sound, fusing pop elements, aggressive guitars, groovy rhythms, and a versatile vocal range, with genres blurred and definitions falter when it comes to Absinthe Green. Absinthe songwriting is raw and unflinched and revealing deep truths about love, pain and redemption, and their lyrics explore life's duality where joy and sorrow, hope and despair coexist in an ever-shifting dance. The band's debut album of Love and Pain, produced by renowned producer Helly Hillsman, will be released on the 19th of September with a physical release on the 10th of October, and it ventures into contradictions of the human experience where destruction and creation, light and darkness merge in a symphony of emotional depth and power. Let's have a little listen. This is a great song. I'm absolutely loving Absinthe Green just now.
Sitting at the corner of the bar when I heard a sudden sigh, cigarette smoke, gun in my eye. I ordered whiskey in a jar, my thoughts I couldn't hide. Watery eyes like an autumn sky. I tried to leave it all behind, but pain is living in my mind. How can I break away? Make the fiery circle lose me. Even on the brightest day, I'll find excuses to amuse me. I raised my glass and drank some more to keep my thoughts from racing. Forget the trouble that I'm facing, and all the things that I abhor I'm suddenly embracing. My mind is always racing. I try to leave it all behind, but pain is living in my mind. How can I break away? Make the fiery circle lose me. Even on the brightest day, I'll find excuses to abuse me. Whatever I do, it's always there. It always lingers in the air. And when I feel I'm moving on, I end up on the floor. I try to leave it all behind, but pain is living in my mind. How can I break away? Make the fiery circle lose me. Even on the brightest day, I'll find excuses to abuse me. How can I break away? Make the fiery circle lose me. Even on the brightest day, I'll find excuses to abuse me. How can I break away? Make the fiery circle lose me. Even on the brightest day, I'll find excuses to abuse me.
Undiscovered with Kim Rennie.
This next band called Withering Earth and is a Runebound Legacy, a melodic death metal epic, still echoes across the battlefields. It was this past May, Withering Earth unleashed their full-length opus Runebound Legacy, and the echoes are still shaking the melodic death metal underworld. Brutal, epic, cinematic, the album continues to gain traction among fans of Amon Amarth and Dark Tranquility, and another word that I can't say, standing as proof of the band's storytelling and sounds hit with timeless impact. Conceived in 2014 by guitarist and vocalist Greg Moya, Withering Earth came to a full force with Dick Wisby lead guitar and Christian Campos on drums. Raymond on bass. Together they forge the sound that blends punishing riffs and with sweeping atmospheric spheres, pulling listeners into a immersive world of mirth and steel. At the heart of Roombound legacy is a gripping saga, the rise and fall of the humble warrior, with his father's ruthless vision guiding him and the aid of the berserker. He unleashes imaginable power, but the hunger of the bloodline consumes him and he must choose redemption or surrender to the great wolf within. The album's really great. Go and have a listen. Come back to me if you want to get in touch with me for any reason. If you want to be on the show, Kim Rennie Radio, send MP3s, a and a link to your socials. All very important. All each as important as the last. The link to the socials is obviously important because I like to tag people. I have finally figured out Facebook and Instagram. Yay! I wasn't able to tag for quite a long time without it being classed as spam, so it's good that it's all working. Anyway, let's have a little listen to Withering Earth with Conquerors here on Stirling Community Radio.
I'm
You're listening to Stirling Community Radio.
Next up, we have the band Boiler Beach with Just Like You. They're from Kincardine in Ontario, and they're proud to announce their latest release on Indie Tunes Records. Just Like You is released on the 12th of September. And the band are known for mixing genres and sharing positive messages through their original releases. Boiler Beach makes an introspective look at ADHD with their new release, a driving alternative rock song that speaks of frustration with the internal struggle to get things done without getting marred in indecision and overcomplication. Just Like You, the Boiler Beach's latest song that looks to draw together people that feel isolated in their struggles. The track carries the listener forward with driving bass from Terry Marsh, drums from Mike Stopford, while writer, lyricist and producer and lead vocalist Andrea Matchett delivers vocals that speak out about their struggles to keep things simple. Stupid. I get that completely. I have ADHD, so I totally get this song. While playing so tasty guitar riffs and solos throughout. It's a great song, and Just Like You, as I said, is out on all streaming platforms from the 12th of September, and you can purchase it from indietunes.com if you go and check them out on there.
Made up the game, made up the rules, and then I played. It was complicated.
This next band are a proto rock and roll hard rock for people who like Zeke, the Ramones, Poison Idea and Motorhead. They're from the gutters of Indianapolis, Indiana, and they're called Wet Denim, and it's a no-thrills rock and roll band that draws inspiration from bands like Thin Lizzy, the Ramones, Motorhead and the Kids, boldly displaying an aggressive catchy and driving crunch which captures listeners' attention and holds it fast. And their new single Double Fister is about partying hard and paying the price for overindulgence. They're playing a few live dates this month. What day is it today? 5th. So they're playing tomorrow night at Stugtopia BMX Festival in Hopkinsville, KY. On the 13th of September, they're playing Chicago, Illinois at Liars Club, Indianapolis on the 19th of September at the Fountain Square Brewing Club, and then on the 10th of October, Indianapolis again for the Melody Inn Punk Night Awards with the Zero Boys, and then the 17th and 18th of October they're playing Kansas City and then Denver. I think it's Colorado. I'm not sure what all these little, when they put the initials of the state, that confuses me a little bit because I don't know. I'm very bad at geography, but don't tell anybody. So let's have a little listen to Wet Denim and Double Fister.
To spend hours searching for a warm spot, but thanks to Home Energy Scotland, it's easy to have a cosy home. And now we've got warm spots everywhere, in corners, on the sofa, even hanging from the curtains. But they don't like that. Home Energy Scotland gives free impartial advice on energy improvements to make your home cosier and lower your bills. You could also get the improvement work done free, which could be worth £10,000 or more. Call 0808 808 2282 or visit homeenergyscotland.org. Eligibility criteria apply.
Stirling Community Radio.
We've got Solid Water with Lands of the Flies, and they've dropped their new single, Land of the Free. And that's what I'm playing today. They're from Kiel in Germany, and they're a European rock, alternative rock rising star. Solid Water have released their latest single, which is available now on all streaming platforms. And let's have a little listen.
Reject to be free. I don't want to be here in the land of the free, yeah. When nobody cares, nobody shares, and no one is there. I don't want to be here in the land of the free, no. When nobody waits, when you get home, 'cause you're all alone. For tomorrow is covered in gray. Unconscious hearts cannot take another daybreak, so wash it away. I wake up and see, reject to be free, oh yeah. I won't let the wind push me away. I won't be a rolling stone. For tomorrow is covered in gray. Unconscious hearts cannot take another daybreak, so wash it away. Wash it away. For tomorrow. For tomorrow. For tomorrow, yeah. Embracing singularity. We roll. Feast on the ashes, prosper and grow. Nurture my family and smile outside the sky. New ways to be I don't wanna be I look, she moves just like temptation. We start walking, we start talking. Oh, do you like that too? You're leaving for Spain. You let me know when you return. It's not dark, just an absence of light. I'm way up, way up, way over my head. Way up, way up, way over my head. But escape, labor in my loneliness. Ancient stars of lavender in this age of wind and wolves. Did I reveal myself too much to you? Fear never dies, and misery never hides. Way over my head, way never fade away, never gonna fade, never gonna fade away. Never gonna fade, never gonna fade, never gonna fade away. Never gonna fade, never gonna fade, never gonna fade away. She is never gonna fade, never gonna fade, never gonna fade away. Nobody is stopping me now. Nobody can. What was once a distant fantasy is now a perfect storm. Because I'm way
Undiscovered with Kim Rennie.
Now we've got Oxford retro indie rockers Jodie and the Germs, and they're clinging on to the summer with this infectious single that sees their trademark female-fronted jangle pop infused with some ska and a wee bit of showgaze flavour. They've now done over 100 gigs in their career, and the Oxford Sextet continues to build on the reputation as one of the the UK's most exciting new live bands. Have a little listen.
Every day it passes in a hurricane. Time flies. How can it be Christmas again? Oh, I could be doing better. I should be doing better. But now I've got some space. Can you take me to a different place? Everybody's looking for something out of sight. Everybody's nearly there. Everyone's got a cross to bear. Take me to a different place. Take me to a different place. Take me to a different place. Take me to a different past. It's gone. I think about what went wrong. My fate's unknown, but I worry about it on and on. Everybody's looking for something out of reach. Somebody show the way how to live for today. Take me to a different place. 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 The place I'm heading for ain't gonna worry no more. This time I'll outsmart those little hammer blows to the heart. I've got the time, I've got the space. I'm gonna go to a different place. Anybody, any fool can see there's work to do. Get out of my head to a different place instead. Take me to a different place. Take me to a different Take me to a different place.
That's the way I embrace.
Undiscovered with Kim Rennie.
Check out the new website, therockhardradioshow.com.
Now, we've unfortunately come to the end of the show. This is the last song for this programme. There are fantastic programmes coming up next on Stirling Community Radio, so check them out. But this is by Gluber Oliveira, and it's called Lore, and it is out. It's available now on all streaming platforms. So I hope you have a good evening. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And I will be here same time next week, same place, same time, different music obviously. So thank you very much for listening, and I will catch you later.